Hey there guys, how's it going and welcome to a new video. I've got so much to tell you about in this video, it's absolutely ridiculous. So strap in, grab a little drink, grab some snacks and be prepared to find out all about the new console servers as well as all of the settings and some brand new fun ideas for the servers that I've got. So before we get stuck into that, the more eagle-eyed among you may have noticed the brand new logo. So I've decided to ditch the numbers and we're going with the nice clean lettering, just JAYEX without the 23. I've rebranded everywhere that I can. I feel like the numbers are a bit old school now. They're not really needed. No one really says the 23 and it looks a little bit smarter and a little bit more condensed and minimalist for a logo. So I've got the brand new logo, which is just the lettering, the two swords which are meant to represent the battle to survive, and the logo, well, the logo slogan, survive and thrive. As basically that's what we do here on the JAYEX gaming channel, mainly survival games, and even if we're not, we're always battling in some game. So to go along with the whole rebranding, I've also got a website, jayex.info. Head over there for all the latest info on the servers that are dropping, as well as some other things we're going to go through. So I'm sure most of you are here wanting to find out about the console servers, so let's go over the details for that, as well as any changes that I've made to the PC server. We're going to talk about rules, settings, and why I've done what I've done. So you can go over to jayex.info and click on servers, and here you'll have up-to-date information about the server settings and anything that I deem important to put on there. Obviously this is good, but the best way to keep up to date is to visit the Discord, which is always linked in the description of my videos, as well as a big fat giant Discord button here on the website for you to click and go and chat to us live over there. So it's got the PC settings on here, but I'm just going to read out the rules for you quickly as well, as these do apply to the console servers. So anything that will result in a ban on official will be a ban on here, such as offensive language and tribe names, dino names, meshing attempts and duping attempts. No third-party raiding is allowed. Multiple tribe PvP is allowed, so if you're out and about and multiple tribes happen to be ganging up on one another just by accident, then that's fine and allowed. However, no third-party at raids. If someone is raiding a base and you can tell that they are raiding or even griefing that base, do not third party either of the tribes involved. Wait for them to leave render of that base. Basically, if it's not open world PvP, I don't really want you guys to be doing it. It's not fair on either one, and it kind of goes against the whole 3-player tribe thing. Also, no calling out base locations in global chat. This is very important because on these servers, a lot of you guys are going to be hidden. So if you get discovered, that's one thing, but having the whole server discover where you live is not really fair. If you haven't discovered the location yourself, don't call it out in global. It's not fair. Also, no human or Bob character names. This just makes it easier for me to admin. Now I also need to add the mods here for the PC server, but all the stuff's on the Discord if you want to see all of that. So on this website as well, you can see the settings for the console server. So let me go over those because they are slightly different to the PC servers. So they're going to start off on Ragnarok. I think it's the most popular map and it's a nice big map, and we expect these servers to be full. The wipe is going to be a 2-week wipe cycle starting on January 31st. Now I know on PC sometimes we've been wiping after 1 week, but that's for 2 main reasons. Either number one, the server is super dead, so like there's less than 10 people on in a 24-hour cycle. That's not really what I'm going for on these servers. I want them to be busy and full of PvP. And also because we've been constantly changing and testing settings on the PC ready for the release. And I feel like I've got the settings where I want them now. So I'm more than happy to do a full 2-week cycle on console. Also, it's going to mean a little bit less admin for me, just wiping every single week. The next map will probably be the center. Then after that, we'll go to a vote. But ideally, I want to do all of the default maps first before we move on to any DLC. Harvesting, XP and taming, breeding is all going to be ×10. That will not change at any time throughout the week. Max tribe size is obviously 3 with no ally allowed. There are custom beacons on console, which I'm really proud of what we've done with those. They might need some very slight tweaking, but at the moment I feel like they are very balanced while also being fun to get and having loads of cool stuff in that you might want. Engrams removed are the same as PC: flamethrower ammo, rock golem saddle, quick platform saddle, cannon and raft. However, I've decided to leave bowlers in for console. Two reasons for that. Number one, it's super hard to aim with the console sticks. I know that's maybe just me, but I went on there and I found it a little bit more, I don't know, difficult to tame a terror. I do some testing on these things. I thought, you know what, this is just kind of annoying. And also, you just can't control things as quickly. Like, the controls mean you can't as quickly throw down dino gates and stuff. Also, a lot of people play these probably aren't going to be people who watch me and aren't going to know how much I hate bowlers in PvP. So I feel like for the most part, people want them in. Now, I'm going to keep the same creatures removed, as I don't feel like anyone really needs any of these creatures, and they're kind of just nice not to have in there. Although I could, of course, maybe bring in the raptor and the direwolf perhaps. So that's the basics, and as always, full and up-to-date details are always on the Discord. Let's move over here on the website and show you around a little bit more. We can contribute here on the contribute section. This is if you want to contribute towards the community servers. These are extremely demanding for me to run. I'm not even being able to do any gameplay at the moment, which I will be doing in the next week or two, but at the moment I'm just really knuckling down on getting these to be absolutely awesome. I'm not getting paid for these servers. We do have some monetization planned, which I'm going to go through, but if you want to contribute, it would really mean a lot and it would really help me out. Please consider contributing to these servers. It would be awesome. Now, you can buy a whitelist if you're on PC, which will guarantee your entry, and if you do contribute with a whitelist request, make sure you put your Steam 64 ID in there. So let's talk about something that I've thought long and hard about, and it is how to monetize these servers. So this is going to be available on all of the servers as of January 31st, and these are party Titans. So I'll read out the description here, because not only does it introduce how they work, but also gives you some understanding of why I've decided to go with this. So it says, our servers are free to play with no pay to win mechanics. However, running servers is expensive and time consuming, and to find a way of monetizing a server in a fun and fair way, we've decided to introduce party Titans. For a price, a player can have a Titan spawned in an obelisk. This Titan will be tamed by the admin and put on passive, and contain the loot listed below depending on which package the player has chosen. The player can choose at what time this Titan will spawn, but not where. Bear in mind, guys, as well, also that Titans show up on the map, and they show up in global as of when they've been spawned. So everyone will know there's a Titan, and everyone will know where it is. Once the Titan is spawned in, it's up to the players to defend and kill it. There is no guarantee that the player who purchased the Titan will get the loot. They only have the advantage of knowing when the Titan will spawn, so they can prepare. We hope that players will see this as a fun way to engage in some open world PvP with the added excitement of possible loot at the end. Even a Bob on the beach might turn up at the end and steal the goodies. This should be seen as a fun way to support the server. So what I'm saying here is, I know some of you might be thinking, well, that's kind of not what I'm after. If I pay money, I want guaranteed loot. I'm not really looking to appeal to that market. I'm looking to appeal to people that just want a PvP and want to have a guaranteed way of getting some open world PvP. And if you think that you're hot stuff, why wouldn't you do this? Because if you're hot stuff, right, you're going to be able to smash everyone that comes along. So anyway, here are the rules and the terms. Number one, the Titan will spawn at a random obelisk of the admin's choosing. The player understands that the admin might not be available at the exact time they wish and must arrange it with the admin through the Discord. Teaming is not allowed at the Titan within reason. So sometimes multiple tribes might attack one another by chance. So you might have like a few people going up on you just by chance. But no teaming is allowed, in terms of if I see you there just hanging out with other tribes, that is going to be a warning and a potential ban. And obviously, if there's going to be people obviously teaming there, that is also going to be a ban. If you're within render of the Titan and there's other tribes there, I expect you to be fighting them. I don't want people sitting around and waiting for things to happen, unless you're like a Bob on the beach who's just trying to hide. So there are to be no turrets or structures allowed to be placed within render of the Titan after it has been spawned. So if there's a few foundations around, a few dino gates around before I've spawned it in, that's fine. But once the Titan's been spawned in, basically I'm trying to stop people either obstructing the Titan or putting turrets down for like a fob. So none of that is to be allowed once it's been spawned. Also, the player understands that purchasing a Titan is not a guarantee of loot, and like I previously said, it's just a fun way to get some open world guaranteed PvP. So these things do need to have loot in, as that was what makes people turn up. And ideally, I will name the Titan after the quality of loot. So say you buy a Journeyman PvP Party Titan, I will call it Journeyman PvP Party Titan, so everyone there knows that that is what is going to be inside. So I've got 3 styles of Titan I can spawn in right now. The first one is going to be the PvP Party Titan, $10, $15 or $20 depending on the quality of the blueprints inside. The PvP Party Titan will have a full set of flak, a full set of fur, a whip, sword, crossbow, pistol, long neck, assault rifle, fab sniper and pump shotgun blueprint. All of those are blueprints, not the actual things itself. So as you could imagine, if you get Journeyman, all of those, that is going to be super handy. I did up to Journeyman because I feel like that is the sweet spot for quality of items where things don't get too OP, but also it's still going to be kind of useful. And who knows, even if you even got Ramshackle, to have Ramshackle of all of those blueprints would be super useful. The next possible Titan is a Saddle Party Titan. So we're talking saddle blueprints for all of the tames that you could possibly want. If you've got any more that you'd like to see on here, let me know in the Discord and I'll add them. We've got Ramshackle $10, Apprentice $15 and Journeyman $20. I realise that I've put the pound symbol in there instead of the dollars for Ramshackle, but I will change that. So we've got Trike, Stego, Terra, Argent Theory, Rex, Patchy, Carbonemi, Racer Platform, Diabear, Arthro, Giga, Rhino, Parasaur, Spino and Tapahara. And obviously the quality will relate to which package you buy it, and if there's any more that you want to see in there, let me know. Finally, we've got the base Party Titan, all things that are going to help you at your base and improve your base. Bear in mind, the things that are on here that are in S Plus are not going to be in the console version. So we've got Indie Forge, Chem Bench, Grinder, Fabricator, Grill, Fridge, Cooker, Item Collector, Nanny, Animal Tenderer, S Plus Beehive, Gardener, Farmer, Generator, 1000 gasoline, 50 cryos, 2 tech doors, 2 tech door frames, 4 air conditioners, 2 bump bags, 20 large crop plots and an offline guard system. Some of you might be worried that whoever gets these is going to be super OP, but I've tried to do it in a way that means that even if they get all these things, there's no guarantee they're going to be good at raiding, there's no guarantee they're going to be good at defending, and also if you know who gets these, surely this is going to put them on your raid list. If you know the tribe that gets a full set of the PvP stuff, then they are going to be targeted, and you know it's going to put a target on their head, meaning that people are going to really want to raid them. It's also going to introduce all of these blueprints to the server, which is going to be exciting when raiding, that you might raid someone who, you know, got all of these blueprints and now they're going to be yours. And yeah, this is the most fun way I could think to do it, guys. It seems like everyone wins here. It's a cool way to monetize the server. It does mean me putting a decent amount of time into helping to do it, but it's not going to be too much, I don't think, depending on how popular this is. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Obviously, things are subject to change and we might adjust this as and when time goes on. Finally, we have a merch page on here as well. To go with the launch of the new logo, we've got some brand new hoodies. I'd say just to go with the plain black hoodies. Everybody loves a plain black hoodie. We've got the regular logo for $30, £25, and we've also got the new Creator Tech logo for £25, $30, as well as the golden one for £30 or $35. You just click on buy now there, it will take you to my Teespring store. You can purchase one of those. I've actually got my own on order. I think that is going to look super fresh. Servers launch on the 31st of January. See you in the Discord and let's have a good time.